AITA for not inviting my parents to my wedding because they don't approve of my fiancé? Hey Reddit, throwaway account because my mom and her church friends know my main. I, 30 man, recently got married to the love of my life, Anna, 29 female, 2 months ago. It was a beautiful small wedding. About 50 guests, mostly our close friends, a few cousins, and Anna's family. Everyone says it was perfect, except my parents weren't there because I didn't invite them. And that's what's been eating at me since. I grew up in a very conservative household. Like TV after 9 p.m. is the devil's tool, conservative. My parents are devout Christians, the kind who quote the Bible for everything, but somehow forget the love thy neighbor part when someone doesn't fit their expectations. I'm the oldest of 4. I was the golden child growing up. Good grades, played piano in church, never swore, didn't date in high school. My mom used to introduce me as our little pastor. But college changed everything. I got into a state university 2 hours away. And for the first time, I was around people who didn't live in fear of what other people thought. I started learning, questioning, growing. That's also where I met Anna. Anna was my TA for an intro psych course. We didn't date right away. She was professional and I was too shy, but we clicked instantly. She's brilliant, funny, sarcastic in a way that balances my quietness. She's also from a very different background. Half Jewish, half Puerto Rican. Grew up in New York. Family of artists and therapists and loud dinners. She's the kind of person who lights up every room she walks into. My mom, on the other hand, lights up every room by leaving it. We started dating a year later. She met my siblings, who loved her. My parents, not so much. We'd been together about a year when I brought Anna home for Christmas. I knew it'd be tense, but I didn't expect that. Before dinner, my mom pulled me aside and asked, "Is she Christian?" I said, "She's spiritual. She believes in God, but she's not practicing." Mom's smile dropped like a curtain. "So she's not saved." I told her not to make it a big deal, that Anna's a good person. She said being good doesn't get you to heaven. Dinner was rough. Mom kept calling her Anna Marie, even though Anna's middle name isn't Marie. My dad kept making passive comments like, "We don't see many families like yours around here." When Anna mentioned her mom's synagogue, my mom asked, "Do you still have to sacrifice animals?" I wanted to sink through the floor. Anna handled it with grace. She's better at diplomacy than I am. But in the fast forward 3 years, we're living together in a small apartment, both working, both saving for a wedding. I hadn't cut contact with my parents. I still called every few weeks, but things were strained. Every conversation eventually turned into a sermon. Mom would ask if we were still living in sin. Dad once mailed me a pamphlet titled Cohabitation, Satan's Sneaky Trap. Anna tried, truly. She invited them to brunch, sent birthday cards, even baked cookies for my mom once. The response? A text that said, "Thank you. We'll pray for you." After 5 years together, I proposed. Anna said yes, cried, hugged me, called her mom. My mom found out through my sister. She didn't call to congratulate me. She sent me a 3-page email about how I was turning away from God and building my house on sand. That email ended with, "If you marry her, we cannot stand before God and pretend to bless that union." We had a choice to make. Invite them and risk a scene, or don't invite them and live with the guilt. Anna told me she didn't want to be the reason I lost my family. I told her I was tired of being guilt-tripped into honoring people who didn't respect us. We spent weeks talking it through. I even tried to meet with my parents one last time. My dad said he'd come only if it's in a church, and the vows include in the sight of God. I told him we were doing a garden ceremony with our friend officiating. He said, "Then it's not a marriage." That was it. I left their house shaking. When I got home, I told Anna I couldn't do it anymore. We sent out invites, and my parents' names were on the list. My mom found out through my aunt. I got another email, this one short and sharp. You are choosing her over your family. You'll regret it. I didn't reply. On the wedding day, everything felt surreal. Anna looked like sunlight. My sister, who came, bless her, cried through the entire ceremony. There was laughter, dancing, messy cake cutting, drunk uncles. It was perfect. And yet, that night, when we got back to the hotel, I cried. I don't even know why exactly. Maybe it was grief. The kind that comes when you finally accept someone's absence. We're married now. Happy. But my parents have gone radio silent. My siblings are caught in the middle. They visit us secretly and lie to my parents about it. My youngest brother told me Mom has a framed photo of me that she turned face down on the shelf. I've tried to reach out a few times. Just texts. Hope you're well. Thinking of you. And the responses have been cold. Last week, my mom sent me a message saying, "Your father and I will always love you. But we cannot support your choices. We hope you come back to God someday." That hit hard. Because it means this isn't temporary. It's forever, unless I somehow undo my marriage, which I'd never do. Still, part of me wonders if I did the wrong thing. Maybe I should have just invited them. Let them sit in the back, pretend everything was okay. Maybe I was too harsh, too proud. But another part of me remembers the look on Anna's face when she said, "So, Reddit AITA for not inviting my parents to my wedding because they don't approve of my fiancé?"